All right, Cutter.
Yeah, Denise, we're still tracking now Category 1 Hurricane Melissa. Far cry from a 185-mile-per-hour sustained Category 5 hurricane. But back over the warm waters of the southern Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, and still impacting folks. Good news, though, generally heading out to sea. Taking it to the maps right now. Some structural reorganization here, gradually trying to get just a little bit better organized, not moving in the direction of the United States. Again, kind of paralleling the East Coast, but hundreds and hundreds of miles offshore. Here's the latest forecast track. Forecast to remain a Category 1 hurricane for the next 6 to 12 hours, re-strengthening back to a Category 2. Can't totally rule out a Category 3 hurricane. And I will say Bermuda not too far removed from the cone, and the cone is just where the center of the storm could go. So impacts to Bermuda is certainly a possibility. We have some local coastal flooding to talk about, not at all related to Melissa. It's a storm system approaching from the south. Coastal flood warning for Calvert County and Arundel County, getting back to the lower portions of the eastern shore. High tide, the peak tide with this system is going to be late Thursday morning into early Thursday afternoon. And we're looking at an Annapolis peak tide greater than 4 feet, so moderate flooding a possibility. Already on first alert radar, some drizzle moving in into southern portions of Calvert County, heading towards Cambridge and Easton. Really just sprinkles, but it's a sign of much wetter weather on the way. Temperatures in the 50s, already socked in with the gloom outside. Not a pretty Wednesday evening, and it's only going to get nastier here. We need the rain, though. Temperatures back in the upper 40s and lower 50s as the rain begins to fall at 9 to 10 p.m. Now, area-wide here, starting at 6. Forecast model doing a good job with showers on the south side. Widespread wet weather, 9, 10, 11 o'clock this evening. Pausing this tomorrow morning, early at midnight. That's when the rain's going to really start to get heavy. Pausing this again at 3 a.m., still dealing with heavy rain. And as we get into the morning commute tomorrow, 7 a.m., widespread, locally heavy rain, especially right along the I-95 and BW Parkway corridors. Not really wrapping up the risk of heavy rain until early tomorrow afternoon. So the potential for flooding is there in the poorly drained areas. Wind gusts, even if you aren't encountering, a severe thunderstorm, it's going to be windy across the board here, gusting 35 to 45. A quick spin up tornado, a possibility eastern shore to northeast Maryland, especially after sunrise tomorrow. Very low risk, but something the team will be watching. Averaging 1 to 3 inches of rain, but there could be isolated hot spots. May not be in Bel Air, but generally I-95 corridor communities that see more than 3 inches of rain. Temperatures out the door in the morning with that rain and windy weather, upper 40s and 50s. Morning commute will be slow going. This is your first alert. Plan extra minutes into the morning commute, and then improving as we get into the afternoon. Though I will say mountains chilly and damp through the afternoon. The rest of us, southern Maryland, eastern shore and beaches, we're drying out and actually a little warmer tomorrow along with the wind. 66 Baltimore, 68 in Easton, 62 Hagerstown, 67 La Plata. A few eastern shore communities could briefly get up to about 70 degrees. We're in your neighborhood of Baltimore County, coolest near the Pennsylvania state line, where temperatures stay in the low to mid 60s, little closer to mid and upper 60s though in Baltimore City. Friday, we're back to sunshine but windy. Saturday, Sunday, great for any fall festivities. Denise.